Please,
You have to read her student.
Oh, I just read mine and got it all down.
Look at all the jobs you'll have to
Can't give him two big jobs like
hey,
that.
that's why I make the big
do.
bucks.
Big jobs like
Right.
that.
I can't hardly read mine.
I can't hardly, Miss Tudor, we're gonna have to do something about these standards. We can't hardly
We can't read them.
I'll talk to
I mean, I can hardly.
Mine uses the wrong time.
I'll talk to Stacy. I'll talk to
Just
Stacy.
add some stuff.
Look how light it
Put
is.
your mind.
Guy that has Gina.
What is this word?
Look at this.
Is that supposed to be pom-pom? It says
Mr. Dexter,
pom-pom.
he's gonna pray. I think he's in here, but I'm gonna go be sure.
Let's
You
see.
wanna do the pledge?
No. Is it?
We call the meeting to order, then we pray, then we do the pledge.
That's easy enough, isn't it?
Then what do you do next?
Do what?
Tonight.
And I worry more about
No,
that.
it's
No,
elementary.
I'll take this.
No, it's Chuck. 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 You want to ask him? Yes.
What's this?
It's the one that, and you open up academic.
Board meeting on Tuesday, January 28th will now come to order. Mr. Dexter, we're going to ask you to say a prayer, please, and then Mr. Lynn is going to lead us in the pledge. You'll stand.
Dear Lord, we thank you for the gift of this day, for the grace and mercy you've extended to us to allow us this time. Thank you for crossing us over into a new year. Now, Lord, we pray your continued blessings upon this school system and in its entire capacity. Lord, may we continue to grow and excel in providing services to educate the youth, Lord, that they may be able to contribute to society and make a difference in the world. Bless all those who are laboring therein and all those who are served by this system. And Lord, we ask that you would endow this board with your divine wisdom to make the decisions that glorify you and best serve the students. We ask all these blessings in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We are going to start tonight with a proclamation. The state of Louisiana, the parish of Avoyelles, the Avoyelles Parish School Board proclamation. Whereas the mission of public schools is to meet the diverse educational needs of all children and to empower them to become competent, productive contributors to a democratic society in an ever-changing world. And whereas the local school board members are committed to children and believe that all children can be successful learners and that the best education is tailored to the individual needs of the child. And whereas local school board members work closely with parents, educational professionals, and other community members to create the educational vision we want for our students. And whereas local school board members are responsible for ensuring the structure that provides a solid foundation for our school system. And whereas local school board members are strong advocates for public education and are responsible for communicating the needs of the school's district to the public and the public's expectations to the district, I therefore now, Erin L. Tudor, do hereby declare my appreciation to the members of the Avoyelles Parish School Board and proclaim January 2025 as School Board Member Recommendation Month, Recognition Month. Recommendation. They work hard. We're happy to be working with them. I urge all citizens to join me in recognizing the dedication and hard work of the local school board members and in working with them to mold an education system that meets the needs of both today's and tomorrow's children. In official recognition wherefore, I hereby fix my signature on the 28th day of January 2025. So I'm going to ask you, if you will, I'd like to recognize them, and we have a certificate to present to you, and if you'll just stand and wave as we do this. We do this in order of our district, so we will start with Letitia Small. Give her a round of applause. Steve Lacombe. Robin Morrow. Jack Calgary. Linda Loach. Jill Dietrich. Chris Robinson. Vicki Adams. And Nancy Quilly. Now please stand and let us do you a round of applause. We appreciate it. Thank you. It is also my honor to get to recognize tonight our outgoing president and vice president. If y'all will come and join me in the front. Our outgoing vice president, in recognition of your outstanding service and dedication for the previous school year, we would like to present you a plaque. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Mr. Linda Loach has served, I start every year with whoever they elect president by saying, I'm going to try really hard not to drive you crazy all year, but I am going to call you a lot. And he will probably vouch for I really do call a lot. But he is always very good and very patient, so we appreciate the work Mr. Lynn has done as president for this previous year. Okay, so at this time, I would like to open the floor for nominations for president.
Ms. Tudor, I'd like to nominate Mr. Ricky Adams for board president. I'll second that motion.
So I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Then by unanimous election, congratulations, Mr. Ricky, you're the new president. I will happily give you the gavel. You gonna come up here and, yeah, we'll give you around.
Should we do that before we move?
He can open the floor up as he moves. How about that?
At this time, I'll open the floor for nominations for vice president.
Anybody?
Okay, wait, they're figuring chairs out right now.
That's why I wanted to.
I nominate Robin Morrow.
I'll second.
Got a nomination by Mr. Lynn for Mr. Robin Morrow and a second by Ms. Annie. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
With that, Mr. Robin, you are vice president.
Y'all want to get
I gotta see
Robin, you go over there with Jill.
Come on, big son, over here.
So you get not just that end, but also the computer.
That is, hey, I'm over this.
And don't forget your raise.
That's right. We'll get signs on
Congratulations,
those.
Mr. Adams, this morning.
Easily done. Thank you.
All right, we'll move on to item number 5. Recommendation to approve the adoption of the minutes of the regular board meeting held Tuesday, December 17, 2024, as printed and mailed to the board members and published in the Weekly News Journal.
I'll second.
Got a motion by Mr. Jay and a second by Mr. Robbins. Any discussion on it? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. Lynn, do we need to do this now? To add an item to the agenda? Yeah, okay. We've been given an item to add to the agenda, and I think it takes unanimous board approval. It's a recommendation to approve the contract with ProCare Therapy and Avoyelles Parish School Board for a contracted social worker for Marksville Elementary School and ABAC in the amount of $85 per hour funded by Aware, 85%, and IDA 15%.
Where are we gonna add that?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we add that item to the agenda.
Number 26.
Last.
26.
26.
Item number 26.
Okay.
I second the motion. Got a motion by Mr. Robin and a second by Mr. Lynn. All in favor?
Aye.
Add it to the agenda.
Thank y'all.
All right, item number 6, recognition of Student of the Month for December 2024.
Okay, thank you. I know, y'all didn't know that when you got to come to January meeting, you got to see all our businesses first. We are always excited to have our Students of the Month here. We will start with the Student of the Month from Bella, and I think Ms. Jill is going to present that.
Okay, Student of the Month from Bunkie Elementary Learning Academy is Ms. Brooklyn James. All right, Brooklyn.
Stand up here with me.
Brooklyn's academic achievements are AB Honor Roll, Student of the Month for 3 years running, benchmark on Dibbles. She has met her typical growth in iReady reading and math. Her hobbies are playing on her iPad, doing her homework, working on puzzles, and playing board games. And Ms. Tudor, you're gonna love this. She wants to be a teacher when she grows up.
I do love it. We have jobs.
Congratulations, Brooklyn.
Thank you. Okay, Concord Elementary.
Raylene Francisco. Raylan's a kindergartner. Her teachers are Miss Mallory Clark. Her favorite subjects are science and math. Her academic achievements include Student of the Month twice in Head Start and Pre-K. She's been on the AP Honor Roll since school started. Past 9 weeks, she's achieved principal's list for the first time. Her hobbies are helping her mom cook, and she loves riding her four-wheeler and playing sports in the yard. Her future plans is she wants to be a police officer and a nurse, which she be told. Congratulations.
Concord Elementary, Mr. Lynn.
Okay, we have Jackson Hooter. Jackson's in the 3rd grade. His teachers are Miss Abby, Miss Jessica, Mr. Sean, and Miss Hadaway. His favorite subject is science. His biggest achievement is that he's been Student of the Month, and he has also been bringing up his grades. His hobbies include drawing, collecting things, and reading. When he gets his future plans is that he wants to be a truck driver like his papa. That's amazing. That's good. Congratulations.
Marksville Elementary, Miss Amy.
Marksville Elementary, we have Trevor Casalot. Trevor is in the 5th grade at Marksville Elementary. His teachers are Miss Schuyler, Miss Kayla, Miss Antria. His favorite subject is math. His accomplishments are 4-H, Student of the Month, and AB Honor Rolls. His hobby is baseball. His future plans are to get a scholarship to play baseball and become a professional baseball player. Congratulations, Trevor.
Placerville, Mr. Ricky.
Student of the Month for Placerville is Hadley Gaylord. Hadley is in the 4th grade. Her teachers, Miss Jessica Ducote, Jessica Smith, Ty Wagner. Favorite subject is math. Academic achievements, grew 27 points on iReady Diagnostic, achieved mastery level in benchmark, A&B honor roll for the first and second 9 weeks, PBIS awards, and also a member of the 4-H club. Her hobbies, I like to skate, play with my dog, and ride horses, but I do not like to do work. But I work anyway, she said. Future plans, wants to be a farmer and have lots of animals. Congratulations.
Okay, Mr. Do you have Riverside as well?
Student of the month is Angel Cameron. Angel is in the 5th grade. Teachers are Miss Samari and Miss Maggie. Favorite subjects, math and ELA. Academic achievements, Angel grew from unsatisfactory to basic on Science Mastery Connect. She also grew from basic to advanced in math and Mastery Connect. Hobbies, Angel likes to play basketball, ride her scooter, and play with her brother. For future plans, Angel wants to go to college to become an actress. Congratulations.
Avoyelles High School,
Kirsten Hudson.
Mr. Keith.
Student of Avoyelles High in 8th grade. The teachers are Miss Michelle, Miss Leah, Miss Kathy, Miss Carrie, and Miss Courtney. Favorite subject is ELA. Her achievements, I've gotten student of the month almost every year. I'm a member of Beta and also in Beta. My hobbies are reading and drawing, and the future plans is to become a lawyer. Congratulations.
Bunkie Magnet High, Miss Jill.
Bunkie Magnet High Student of the Month is Jaylee Jacobs. Jaylee is in 8th grade. Her favorite subject is math. Her teachers are Ms. Andrus, Ms. Mayu, Mr. Billiard, Ms. Mabu, Ms. Day, and Ms. Blanchard. Her school activities are prom line and cheer, and her future plans are to get ultrasound tech. Congratulations.
LaSasse, Mr. Robbins.
Reese Bernard. Reese is a 9th grader with SAS, Ms. DeClar, Ms. Casey, Ms. Jeremy, Mr. Gulliver, Ms. Whitten. And his favorite subject is health. His academic achievements are small engines, FFA and Beta. His hobbies are running and four-wheelers. His future plans are to go into the Air Force or to college. Congratulations.
Marksville High, Mr. Lynn.
We have Kennedy McDaniel. Kennedy's in the 9th grade. Her teachers are Miss Lena Anderson, Miss Maria, Miss Dolly, and Coach Dunbar. Her favorite subjects are U.S. and world history. Her achievements include she's maintained an AD honor roll for her whole life. In volleyball, she got MFP for the season. And also first team all district as a middle blocker in volleyball as well. Her hobbies include spending time with her family and friends. She also enjoys long distance running and playing volleyball and enjoys her high school clubs. Her future plans is she plans to go to college and hopefully she can get a scholarship in volleyball. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Item number 7, recognition of Teacher of the Month for December 2024.
All right, good evening, everyone. I would like to present our Teacher of the Month, beginning with Bunkie Elementary Learning Academy, Ms. Lindsay Bertrand. Cottonwood Elementary, Mr. Regis Perry. LaFord Elementary, Miss Sarah Ducote. Morrisville Elementary, Ms. Amanda Brute. Crochdale Elementary, Sydney E. Riverside Elementary, Ms. Amber Fordlong. Avoyelles High School, Miss Alicia Williams.
She's not.
Bunkie Magnet High School, Miss Abigail Turner. LaSasse, Miss Carolyn Roy.
We're supposed to say one. My mom's 92, and it's because of her, that's why I'm here.
And Morrisville High School, Mr. Daniel Scully.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to all our teachers of the month.
Good, and we've got a couple of additional recognitions, so we're going to ask you to sit tight for just a minute, but when we're done with all of the information, all of the recognitions at the top, we're going to ask you to go to the back with Miss Amy. Miss Amy, yeah. We're going to ask you to follow her to the back because we're going to take some more pictures.
Item number 8, recognition of the 8th grader at LaSalle, Ms. Abby Toffan, who placed first in state FFA leadership contest in prepared public speaking and will represent Louisiana at the 98th National FFA Convention. Mr. Lee?
So, National FFA organization is the premier youth leadership organization in the United States, very similar like 4-H. And, you know, we have, at LaSalle, we push FFA heavy, being an ag school. And we always have kids competing in LDs, which are leadership development events, speaking contests. And Abby, as an 8th grader, is the first student I've ever had qualify for nationals. She placed first in the state of Louisiana in prepared public speaking. You know, we always have middle schoolers place top middle in the state, which is wonderful, but she got first. She beat every senior, junior, sophomore, Southwest, Northwest, the whole state of Louisiana. And as an ag program, we couldn't be more proud of her. And she will compete in Indianapolis this year for a national title in prepared public speaking. And her speech was on the shortage of ag teachers. So I think she wants to possibly be one day, hopefully. So, and this is her state championship banner that we will proudly hang in my classroom.
Item number 9,
One more.
Got recognition of Ms. Mary Bonnet, Finance Director, on being awarded the School Business Administrator, SBA certificate from the Southeastern Association of School Business Officials.
Mary is awarded this certificate that is awarded to members that exemplify a distinction in leadership at the national, regional, and state levels in their profession. We are proud of Mary, we're proud of the work that she does here, but we're also proud that she is a part of the state organization and has led that organization recently. So I'd like you to give Mary a big round of applause. Thank you. Now, if you will all follow Miss Amy to the back, we're going to take some more pictures. Thank y'all so much for being here tonight.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Well, I got the remote.
Item number 10, this is informational items, no action is required. Item number 10, update on parent and family engagement for the families for the spring using varsity tutors. Ms. Becky?
Yeah, so the superintendent and I met actually a few months ago to try and get more parents involved, more of the community involved. And so we're trying something a little different. We're offering a virtual, we call it a virtual parent power hour. And it's going to go in conjunction with our report card night. And so we are doing it with a company called Varsity Tutors. And Varsity Tutors is an amazing program that offers one-on-one virtual free tutoring in all subject areas. Even they will review student essays, offer recommendations, critical analysis. They offer classes on how to study. So we have a bunch of parents who are always asking, you know, how can I help study? They have ACT prep, they have SAT prep, all for free. And so our first virtual parent power hour is set for February the 13th from 5:30 to 6:30. And I'm trying to make it a little fun. We're going to ask that when they join with that QR code, they come dressed in their Mardi Gras regalia, and we'll give out prizes and things like that. But it's to expose them to this free tutoring program that we managed to get in for free before they started charging. So we have them free until 2030.
Wow.
Awesome.
And it's one-on-one. A kid signs up for a time slot and literally can say, I'm having trouble working this math problem, with a live tutor. And they walk through the process from ELA to math, science, social studies, studying, things like that.
Fantastic.
So I gave you all a flyer. We're going to post it on Facebook, the website. We're sending it home with progress reports next week, so trying to get the word out.
Thank you. Item number 11, sales tax report for the month of December 2024. Ms. Jessica?
All right, so for the month of December, our collections totaled $899,931.69. This is $35,731.12 higher than this month last year, so that represents a 4.13% increase. Our motor vehicles were also up. We collected $37,645.07 more this month compared to last year, which is a 25.95% increase. We didn't have any audits this month, so our audit collections just remain the same. Fiscal year comparison, so far to date, we've collected $5,584,928.32. We're still running a little bit behind to last year, 0.45%, but we seem to be catching that up. And calendar to date, so for the year of 2024, we collected $11,317,250.17, which is a 2.78 increase, 24 compared to 23. Any questions? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 12, monthly maintenance report on expenditures. I didn't see anything that stood out from me. So.
There's one large amount toward the end of it, and we looked that up. That's gym floors.
I saw it was flooring.
Yeah, it's the gym floors.
What school was that?
It was multiple schools.
Okay.
I think it was 4. Maybe the 4 high schools.
Okay.
That's it right over 12,000.
Okay.
That's not bad for gym floors.
Item number 13, monthly general fund 2024 to 25 year-to-date report with comparisons. Ms. Mary?
Okay, if you can start on the balance sheet, I think it's below that. Let's keep going. Yes. Okay. So the balance sheet shows, compares last year to this year as of November. So we've got $23.7 million in total assets and liabilities and fund balance, which last year we were at 23,075, so we're up about 600,000. And some of that could be timing as well. Any questions on the balance sheet? Okay, then we can go back to the revenues. There we go. Okay, so total revenues are up over last year, 19.3 million versus 18.7 million. And some of that is timing as well. We did have a refund from our bus grant that we deposited last year, but our MFP and the interest increased, so it balanced out.
Our question on the MFP, it went up. These negative signs are so
Okay.
different. Right there, Ms.
Stop
Peters.
there.
Let's see.
The MFP is 3110. It was 14.3 million this year, and it's 13.7 million. It's a $624,000 increase.
Okay, so we did have an increase.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the line above that was what I was talking about, the refund kind
Yes,
of
yes.
distorts
Okay,
it, but that's
okay.
what that was. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Okay, and then the expenditures, total 14.4 million versus last year 14.2. A little increase, so that's due to pay raises and inflation. But we should be okay. Any questions?
Thank you, Ms. Mary, and congratulations again. too.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
Item number 15, sample policies to consider as requested at the December meeting.
14.
Personnel. Number 14, personnel changes. I'm sorry, Ms. Thelma.
All right, personnel changes is just a few reappointments for the second semester and a few transfers. Also, the list of teachers you request for full-time subs, and if you notice, the numbers are decreasing. So that's a plus.
We're gonna get there.
Any questions?
A lot better than it used to be.
There we go.
Good job, principals and HR.
Thank you, Ms. Thelma. Number 15 again.
There we
Sample
go.
policies to consider as requested at the December meeting. Ms. Tudor?
So, I think last month y'all asked to look at some sample policies for a very specific policy. We included 4 the first time, Forethought sent us 8. We sent all those policies to you to take a look at, and then y'all can decide if you want to make changes, if you want to leave what we've got. If you want to make changes,
And I'm gonna suggest maybe, Ricky, let some of you work together to decide what you want those changes to be. I think, Amy, you were the one who asked for that
I
originally.
did, and thank you for sending all the, and I read through them, and I'm not sure there's one that fits us better. I was just worried about us getting in a bind, so, I mean, thank you for the information. I think at this time, let's just kind of hang tight and see what we can mesh together if we come up with something better.
You can literally pick and choose from each one
Yeah.
and craft what you want it to say.
So what does our policy say now?
I think the
That we
question
follow?
It was
was
about the bringing up stuff, what?
two
more than
times on
in
the
a year.
agenda. That was the discussion.
That was what the question was about, was, I think, bringing up, and
And the
shed light on it.
it doesn't say who can bring it up. So if we have a mayor that asks to put something on the agenda, that's strike one. Kind of how the policy sounds. It's kind of unclear.
Right.
Then if you have a board member ask, put it on the, then that's two. Well, then we have to come back because it was a legal issue. So then we're out of policy, but it's a big gray area. I don't know. I just don't want us to get caught where we can't bring something back or start having a gray area where people saying, well, y'all brought back this and this, and
I understand the reasoning behind it, and I agree we don't need to spend a lot of time on repetitive things, but how in an open meeting can we prevent somebody from discussing something that's their right to? You know, if it's a member of the public.
It has to be on the agenda.
Yeah, as long as it's on the agenda.
That's fine, but, you know, I don't think we can say, oh, we've discussed this twice, you'll have to wait till next year. I don't think
well, and that's what our policy says.
And I think what we got tied into the repetition of the issue at Duncan Middle School
Yeah.
with different groups and pitting up against one another and that type of stuff. And that's why we came up with something, and I don't know what we did. We said 2 times and that was it.
Yeah.
You know,
In a calendar year, I think.
for a calendar year. Then you could bring it back up a year later.
Yeah, I just think it needs to be refined, in my opinion, to.
And I don't want us to have a policy that we don't follow.
Well,
I wanna be
the thing we
consistent.
need to do, we'll double check the legality of it and go from there, because I think we need to do that first.
Yeah.
To make sure we don't violate anybody's right to bring anything up,
Legal?
yeah.
It was,
But I don't think it has to be.
It came
done
from
like this. I
LSBA.
think this is something we can research
Yeah.
and bring back up and take care of.
Yes.
Yeah, if y'all wanna run any, whatever y'all decide, or whatever you're looking at policy-wise, run it by me. I haven't seen any of the proposed policies yet. That's not a problem.
We haven't crafted anything. We literally asked for, suggestions from forethought, and we sent suggestions out. And so I think the plan tonight was to make a decision about what you want to do next.
In my opinion, I think we need to talk more about it before we change it, so we don't have to change it again.
Yes, exactly.
Because I don't think it's anything that we have to change right this second.
No.
Mr. Ricky, and other than that situation, everything else that we do, I think is up to par. I don't really see a problem with that. The only thing that I noticed throughout the year as president, I didn't appreciate public comments that I didn't know anything about. And that was sprung on by another board member, and I told them, you just don't do that. It was uncalled for. I don't like surprises, and I don't think that's fair. Just like Ms. Tudor, I wouldn't surprise you with anything.
Thank you.
You know, I don't think that's right, but that was minor. But as far as this deal, bringing it up twice, I know I tried to do that, and the DA told me I was wrong, that we had to bring it up the third time.
And that's why I say I think we need to not do anything right now. We can get with them, and I'm pretty sure, Jay, I'd probably be one.
Let me take a crack at writing the policy, and I'll go with you on legal, and we can see, we can make sure we can do it. I kind of know what we want, and that's, I write a lot of policies, so I can fool with that, we can get it done.
That way we don't have to revisit it again after we change it this time.
Agreed.
All right, moving on. The consent items. Item number 16 through 18.
I'll so move.
I second it.
Got a motion by Mr. Robin and a second by Mr. Lynn. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Consent items approved. Move on to action items. Item number 19, recommendation to approve the school board member training resolution. Ms. Tudor?
Thank you.
So this resolution does require action. Whereas each member of a city and parish school board shall receive a minimum of 6 hours of training and instruction as required by Act 705 of the 2011 Louisiana Legislature. And whereas this training and instruction shall consist of school laws of the state, laws governing the powers, duties, and responsibilities of city and parish school boards, educational trends, research, and policy. And whereas such instruction may be received from an institution of higher education in this state, from instruction sponsored by the State Department of Education, or by an in-service training conducted by a city, a parish school board, central office, or the Louisiana School Board Association, or training provided at the national level. Whereas each member of a city and parish board shall receive 1 hour of ethics training per year of their tenure as a board member. Now therefore be it resolved that it became public record that Letitia Small, Linda Loach, Keith Lacombe, Robin Morrow, Jay Caligari, Chris Robinson, Ricky Adams, Jill Guidry, and Amy Dupuy, members of the Avoyelles Parish District, have successfully received and exceeded the 6 hours of required training as mandated by the Legislature of Louisiana, and all the school board members have fulfilled the mandate of 1 hour of ethics training for the year 2024. I, the undersigned superintendent, do hereby certify the above and foregoing is a true copy of a resolution adopted at the regular school board meeting on January 28th, 2025.
I'll move, Mr. President.
I'll second.
Motion by Miss Amy.
I'll second
by
that.
Mr. Robin.
Good.
Any discussion on it?
I have one more part of this.
Okay.
Okay, so the School Board Association is so great in how they manage these hours and how they keep up with them and how they remind us when you don't get your hours. And we make sure that we get that taken care of because we think training is important. We believe in investing in our people, and I think that's important for y'all as well as for the rest of us. But I've got 4 people that I'd like to recognize because they exceeded their board member training hours. The first member I'd like to recognize is Jay Caligari, and Jay earned 30.5 hours of training. The next person is Chris Robinson, and Chris earned 27 hours of training. The next person is Jill Guidry, and Jill earned 29.5 hours of training. The last person is Amy Dupuy, and I should make her stand up. She got the most. Amy got 33 and a half hours of training. Woo! Thank you. Okay, did y'all vote?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 The recommendation passes. And congratulations to y'all too.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Item
Lake
number,
Charles next month.
I'm sorry?
We have Lake Charles next month.
Yes.
LSBA the last week of February.
item number 20, recommendation to change board meeting days for April, May, and June.
That's me.
Let's do it.
Thank you. So we've looked at our calendar for this semester, and we would like to move the board meetings for April, May, and June back 1 week. April runs into Easter and spring break. May is the week of graduation. It's funny how it always falls on the week of graduation. And June is a conflict with the last conference, which normally is not a big deal, but this is the summer that they are going to recognize the regional superintendents of the year. And for Region 6, that is me.
Good.
And so I would like to participate.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Now, we can move the board meetings up a week or back a week, but if you move them back a week, we have no conflicts right now. If you move them up a week, we run into some other things. You also risk not having your financial reports ready. So we'd love to just move that back a week for those 3 months.
Okay,
Can you give us the date?
April 15th.
No.
24th.
Okay,
I mean,
Ms. Tudor,
22nd,
I'll
right?
make a motion to move it April 22nd, which is the 4th Tuesday.
The 4th Tuesday, yes.
I'll
move it.
also make a motion to, well, same motion, to move it to May the 27th, which is the 4th and last Tuesday of the
Okay,
month.
so let's look, tell me that again, April.
April
the-
22nd,
22nd.
Correct,
May 27th,
correct,
go ahead,
The day after Memorial Day.
yes.
yes.
and June the 24th.
Correct.
Does that appease everyone here?
I'll second that motion.
Got a motion by Ms. Jill to change the meeting days to April 22nd, May 27th, June 24th, and seconded by Ms. Amy. Any discussion? Anybody has any problem with it?
I won't be here in April.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank y'all.
Passes. That's taken care of. Item number 21, recommendation to approve the list of approved disciplinary hearing officers required by the state, including Louisiana RS 17443, Louisiana RS 17444, and Louisiana RS 17493.
I'll make a motion to approve the list.
Got a motion
I'll
by
second
Mr. J. And a second by Ms. Jill to approve this list. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That carries. Item number 22, recommendation to approve working with the police jury to implement a program in our schools to reduce litter in the parish. Mr. Travis Franks and Mr. Barry Lemoyne.
How's everyone doing tonight? I appreciate the opportunity. I'm Travis Franks, Police Jury District Number 2, and I also have Mr. Barry Lemoyne with us. Mr. Barry came and was hired 3 months ago maybe, and we're implementing now that Mr. Barry is our litter abatement officer throughout Avoyelles. Mr. Barry has really been excelling in his job duties throughout Avoyelles, with many unfortunate situations through, and our objective at the police jury is through solid waste in that division that I'm over is to fix a big problem that we have, and it's litter. There's, Barry could go into a lot of detail, but there's, a lot of dump sites. We have a dump site at our parish born, and again, it's we all know the roads that we travel down, and it's embarrassing. Becoming police jurymen, I know that we may not have the money to pave every road in Avoyelles Parish. People are concerned about potholes and new asphalts and some drainage. Those funds are limited, but what we can do as Avoyens is we can clean up our parish. And it doesn't take much but to keep your trash to yourselves and not throw it out. There has been real life stories. One West Monroe that happened 20-25 years ago, and someone wanted to locate their business, flew in from Tennessee, got into Monroe. The mayor picked him up from Monroe, went to West Monroe, and didn't even make it 5 miles down the road. And it's a true story. Told him to turn around and bring him back to his jet. And why? He saw so much trash from the airport and didn't even get to West Monroe. He said, I don't want to locate my business here. And it was going to create hundreds and hundreds of jobs. Just an example of we never know who might want to come. The school district is doing great. I commend you and teachers in Avoyelles. But what we can do as citizens in this parish is try to keep it clean. And what I would like tonight is Barry's going to go into a little more, but I thought that maybe we together for the next school year would allow Barry some time to go to maybe a school a week. And especially the elementaries and middle schools, you all know more about education and the youth and stuff. But I know when they're young, is to maybe have Barry, and he's there with his officer gear on. He's military oriented and such forth. Not to scare them, just to when they're young, hey, this is how we keep our parish clean. This could be a few penalties, if you would do that. But hey, keep your trash to yourself. Put it in the trash can when you get home. Those little things that you would interact with a young kid. I think that it maybe could be beneficial. So, Ms. Tudor and then the board, if you would entertain that, Barry and I would appreciate it. And if we could work with someone over the next couple of months, maybe on that school schedule, maybe for next year. And I'll let Barry. I want Barry to speak for a minute, and also think about And I know that funds are always tight in every organization, like the police jury. But I would like to, I am going to campaign the police jury to also have an advertisement campaign that we can go throughout the parish, and hopefully we can set up, our own banners, our own posters. And again, we have a Facebook that's in place now. We have a number that you can call to report any litter. So again, we want to promote that. We want to promote on social media, as well as telephone that you can phone in for any problems that might arise. And we want to promote that. And I would just ask the school board if maybe you can put some of those posters or banners at your schools, at the football stadiums, baseball and softball. If you wouldn't mind putting up some banners on, on your school. Barry's already started to kind of artistically, with help, I'm sure, to come up with one theme, about keeping our balls, clean and such forth. So I would like you to consider, and then this may be a few months down the road, hopefully, but again, if you can advertise, we can advertise, it's a start. And again, we all live in Avoyelles, and we all love it. So any consideration?
Quick question. Do y'all have anything put together yet on what y'all want to do?
We're in the process. We came tonight to kind of throw the idea out there with Barry and I about maybe next school year, about getting some time. Is that what you're asking about, and the material itself?
Well, curriculum. What you plan on talking about?
So I was going to get to that.
Yeah, he was going to get to that a little bit. He has a little bit of literature and stuff, which obviously that's for you to approve, right? That's,
yes, sir.
Again, we can give some material. Maybe you have some, but again, it's just doing that outreach that we can do from the police.
Thank you for coming, guys. I did tell Mr. Robinson that I would ask a couple of questions to you on the record. I think we already know the answer. I think you answered them, but I will keep my word and just ask him on the record. His first question was, will this require additional hours per working day for our staff? I'm assuming the answer is no. His concern was our staff having to do something extra. Is this an annual program? Will the school board be responsible for the funding?
The funding wise, I think just letting Barry come into your schools and giving a, first grade, 30 minutes. I think in more of a timing, your staff's already there. It's just kind of a little elective, a little 30-minute kind of excerpt to go and learn on litter,
The state actually requires us to do some work with litter, so it'd be great to have a partner to help with some of
Louisiana Act
that.
72.
Yeah.
And his last question, which is kind of hard to answer, but I'll ask it. How is a program implemented into a school system different from any local ordinance currently on the books? I think what he was trying to say was, is this something like Act 72 that we have to?
Oh, okay.
That we have to, and I think she just answered that. But
and I don't know about what you do in the school systems. It's just part of what I'm trying to do, and also Barry, as far as over the litter, is trying to just have outreach programs for the youth also. And I thought the school board would be a good start.
this has nothing to do with us, but I do have a couple quick questions if y'all give me 30 seconds. Does he write tickets? Is this actually, okay, so you're post-certified, these are tickets.
I am a special deputy with the Avoyelles Parish Sheriff's Office.
Fantastic. And this is, I guess, legal. If these tickets aren't paid, it goes through the
It
regular.
goes through our Avoyelles Parish Police Jury Litter Court.
So there are consequences to suffer. You can't just take this ticket and, I'm asking legal, rip
We
it up.
created a litter court in Avoyelles last year for it to go through, so that
Really?
the funds would go into it.
So it's
love
not
that.
going through the 12th judicial, it's going through our litter court.
Fantastic.
And JP acts, and JPs actually are the
Okay.
judges and such forth.
That
So
was my question.
it's a start.
We still refine
And,
the process.
but we've had very good results, and Barry's doing an outstanding job so far, so.
Mr. Robin, you had a question?
Yeah, I think, first of all, I think it's a really good idea. I think it's something we need to implement. And I'm gonna go ahead and make that motion when it comes up. But I think another thing we need to look at is working with the clubs, the Beta Club, the different clubs that need service hours, and seeing if they can work with our young kids, and they can even do, where they walk a street maybe or something.
I'm not sure on the little kids
I-
on the
I-
street, but-
Not little ones, the high school.
No, I'm talking about the high
Yes,
school, the
and-
Beta Club,
clubs.
the clubs,
We need to hear from
I'm
Mr.
thinking that
Malone.
might be something positive to get them involved.
Ms. Amy, you had something?
Thank y'all for coming. I commend y'all. This is something great that's going on. Of course, all instruction goes through our superintendent. So if y'all could set up something with her, she can check curriculum, because I know we have other partners that come. So, time, we also have state testing and stuff, and we have requirements by the state that we have to teach these kids. But, yeah, if y'all can get with Ms. Tudor, I think y'all have something great going on.
And we really appreciate y'all doing this in January for next year. That will help us
I know, just,
tremendously.
given time and such forth, I deal with school systems too in my job, and, that there's a strict schedule that you guys have to abide by, so.
Yeah, thank you.
You had a question?
Right, but Mr.,
Yeah, that's what's, you had a question?
Good evening, everyone. Barry Lemoyne. So I had printed out, and apparently you're already educated to the Louisiana Act 72. So it is mandatory to be taught in school. I'm not going to go into all the specifics. It doesn't talk about how many hours of litter you have to teach. It's kind of very basic. But it was signed into law in 2016 by John Doe Edwards. So it has to be done. And that's by the educators. Me coming into the schools is just kind of an extra thing. Kind of like the old DARE program we used to have. The state police would come in and talk about DUIs and drinking and driving and the results and the fines and the penalties and all that stuff. That's kind of where I'm going to come in. All right. Do you have internet here right quick? Can you?
I don't if you haven't already sent it to me.
Okay, so I'll skip that. But I was going to show you how easy it is to find the tools for your educators. So
Okay.
if they go to the Keep Louisiana Beautiful website, just Google it, KLB. There's a tab at the top that says Education, drop down Youth, and everything they need is there. It's available. All the curriculum, the lesson plans. There's these activity books. So our target age group is K through 5, okay? There's these books that you can order 30 at a time for free. You type in your basic information, your home address, and they'll send you 30 in like 4 or 5 days. You get a box. You don't have to pay shipping or anything. And it's a little activity book. It has some stuff for the kids to do, but it's informational. It has a lot of stuff about what litter does to the environment, stuff like that. So I did 30 of these under my wife's name, 30 of these on my name, so now I got 60. I mean, it's that simple. I brought some tonight to leave with you guys if y'all just want to take a look at them.
Thank you.
But like I said, there's all this stuff. It's called Roxy's Toolbox on KLB's website, and it has everything. It's got all the lesson plans. It's got everything there for the teachers to just go on there and download it. It's a PDF file. Everything's downloadable. The activity books are even downloadable. So if you don't want to order a hard copy, you can put it on a thumb drive as a PDF file, whatever, however you want to use it. It's a very informational website. I'd ask each one of you to look at it, and maybe the educators.
Thank you so
So,
much.
looking forward to doing this, getting into schools, because that's a big target area. You know, you gotta get that mindset in these kids with littering while they're young, before they get, taught otherwise of how to do things. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Second Mr. Morrow's motion.
What is the actual motion that you?
I'll make the motion that we get into an agreement with the police jury to implement a program in our schools to reduce litter.
I'll second it.
Okay, we got a motion by Mr. Robin to go into the recommendation to approve working with the police jury to implement a program
To reduce litter.
To reduce litter. And this will be something that's gonna be developing, right?
That's right.
That's correct.
So next
To
year.
develop it.
So I guess, Mr. President, you'll come to Ms. Tudor, y'all discuss a little something,
Yeah.
and then
Set the
implement,
parameters.
Absolutely.
implement the program
Yes, sir.
For next year.
for next year.
And we got a second by Ms. Jill. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank y'all
Thank
very
y'all.
much.
Thank y'all for coming.
And when we have our, when Mr. Berry gets his artistic juices flowing there, when we come back with our, keep Avoyelles clean, whatever motto.
We need a banner up there.
We'll come back with that banner, and maybe
Thank
then
you,
I
I
can
appreciate
ask you as a school board if you can start advertising with your banners at your schools and on the baseball, football fields. We would appreciate it. We're gonna I'm gonna try to politic my fellow jurymen to do the same thing. And
I say pretty fast, probably
Not to
not.
cut you off, I have a cousin that owns garbage businesses close to New Orleans, Slidell, up in the Mississippi. And the ones that have the garbage contracts, they get involved too in the community and help out on these things and, you know, the events and stuff like that. I don't know, we don't ever see them.
I'll ask Jermaine about that. He's a pretty good guy with Progressive, and
Yeah.
I'll be sure to ask him. I'm not over
Yes,
solid
sir.
waste, but I can ask him. I know him well. He's a friend, so.
Yeah, just
Well,
something.
thank you for that idea.
Awesome.
I'm gonna hit him up.
Well, we look
Meet every-
forward to seeing what y'all can come up
Absolutely.
with.
Thank y'all again for all you do. We appreciate it.
Thank y'all for coming.
Item number 23, recommendation to approve the purchase of a 2016 F-450 flatbed truck with liftgate to be used for the non-congregate summer foods program. The Avoyelles Truck and Auto Sales in Marksville for the price of $19,350, funded by School Food Service Fund 01. Ms. Jenny?
Yeah, so, this truck is in Marksville. Last year we redid our liftgate on our white truck and it was around $13,000. So this truck has a flatbed and it has a liftgate on it, it works well. It would be a truck that we'd be able to load up the pallets for summer feeding and bring it to locations and we could use a liftgate. Last time we had to rent a couple of trailers because we were still short, because our numbers are so big. And then this truck can also be used during school years to deliver tires and water. I guess I'll work with Mr. Ray and we can, you know, between the two of us, we'll have a lot of use for the truck.
Mr. President, I so move that we approve. Second.
Got a motion by Ms. Amy and a second by Ms. Jill to approve the purchase of the F-450 from Avoyelles Truck and Auto Sales in Marksville for the price of $19,350, funded by School Fund Service Fund 01. Any discussion?
How many miles on it?
110, I think. 110,000.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations.
She's not finished.
Yeah, no, there's another one.
Item number 24. Recommendation to approve the purchase of a 20-foot trailer for a non-congregate summer food service program from Central Air in Marksville, Louisiana, for the purchase price of $6,000, funded by School Food Service Fund 01.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Is the trailer need some air conditioning component? That what it is?
Yeah, so it's just a second-hand trailer, that he has that he was gonna sell. So, last year we bought new ones from M&L and they were around 10 or 11, 12,000. So this one, we can load off the side, there's a side rail on it. So for the boxes, it's really, efficient.
All right, we got a motion by Ms. Jill and a second by Mr. Robin to purchase the trailer from Central Air in Marksville for the purchase price of $6,000, funded by School Food Service Fund 01. Any discussion on it? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you.
Item number 25, recommendation to approve Bella Main Building termite treatment by Arkin in the amount of $17,105. This will include liquid and bait treatment for the main building.
The previous contract is expired, it's time to review that one. They definitely had some problems down in the past, we just went through it closely. So anyway, this is just a continued, program there on the termites, which is definitely something.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Got a motion by Mr. Robin and a second by Ms. Amy to approve the Bella Main Building termite treatment for Arkin in the amount of $17,105. Any discussion on it? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Yes, you can.
I had an opportunity to go to the livestock show last weekend over here at Parish Barn. And I just want to say, Mr. Ray, I was shocked. There's no clutter, no litter. Some of that crap that had been there since I was an agent in the 90s was gone. But y'all have to give it to him. He had done a great job. And it looked so good. It looked like it used to look those buildings when we used to have the Parish Festival celebration. But, you've done a great job with that, Brady. It looked nice. The parents were just ecstatic about that. So thank you. Thank all of your staff.
Thank y'all.
Item number 26. Recommendation to approve contract. Contract with ProCare Therapy and Avoyelles Parish School Board for contract social worker for Marshall Elementary and AVAC in the amount of $85 per hour, funded by Aware 85% and IDA 15%.
All right, so I'm asking the board to approve this recommendation to contract with social worker for Marshall Elementary and AVAC.
One question, is it in person or?
In person.
Awesome.
Yes.
I so move that we accept this contract.
Got a motion by Ms. Amy and a second by Ms. Jill to approve the contract with ProCare Therapy and Avoyelles Parish School Board for a contract with social worker for Marshall Elementary and AVAC and the amount of $85 per hour, funded by Aware 85% and IDA 15%. Any discussion?
Much needed.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. Moore, are we going to motion?
I made a motion to adjourn.
Got a motion by Mr. Robinson, second by
I'll second it.
second by Mr. J. All in favor?
Aye.
That we know.